This week on the Wildcat Report, the one-to-one laptops have arrived. An inside look at Millard West Cats robotics team. The Wildcats came out on top at Metros. And this week's Sports Corner with JD. Good morning, Wildcats. Welcome back. I'm Corey Hadfield.
And I'm Will Olsen, and this is the Wildcat Report.
This past Monday, we had our first one-to-one laptop deployment, but there were a few glitches along the way. We go to Shannon, Willis, and Tess with the story.
After many years of contemplating the decision of bringing in laptops, Millard West students finally received them this Monday.
I like the laptops because it's a good opportunity for people to expand their technological experience.
We've already seen network problems with the laptops. The day after we got them, I don't know if you guys saw, there was a line of 100 kids in the library with problems. Pointless.
There are plenty of mixed feelings coming from students, ranging from appreciating the benefits they have to offer all the way to skepticism of all the problems overpowering the usage.
Small things like not being able to connect at home, some issues with connecting here to the wireless network at school, not being able to open up some programs for various reasons.
Some students have even argued to bring in their own laptops, yet this causes complication with pushing out software and other few minor problems.
The biggest thing comes down to things like not being able to print off the network printers.
Despite all the problems and concerns, the laptops have given out great opportunities and overall have had good feedback.
I've been using them for a year now, and I really like having them in class. In fact, I'd have a hard time imagining teaching my classes without having the laptops. So I'm just kind of really excited to see what the other teachers do in the building so I can liberally steal their ideas and use them myself. So.
This has been Tess, Shannon, and Zac with the Wildcat Report.
Don't forget, if you submitted a help desk ticket, to go to the tech office with your laptop or they won't be able to fix it.
If your robot was hanging off a cliff, and so was your team, who would you choose to survive? We asked this question to the Cat robotics teams, and their answer may surprise you.
A little-known club at Millard West is building their way to victory. The Robotics Club consists of teams that work together to create a competition-worthy robot. This week, we had the chance to interview members of the Wild West Robotics Squad, just one of the many teams in the club.
Robotics is using metal and electronics to make a functioning device that performs a specific task.
Bot that goes and complete. So basically, what you're doing is you're completing a goal and making a bot to do an objective. Like right now, this year, our goal is to lift a star and flip it over a fence and score points based on how far you throw it.
Robotics Squad Wild West consists of Lincoln Thomas, Dylan Block, Tyler Heineman, and Jacob Stewart.
Well, I've always been really into building stuff with my hands. I thought it was really cool my freshman year that we had robotics when I found out.
Robotics isn't only a club, it opens up new opportunities for the members.
There's engineering fields that deal specifically with robotics.
Through competitions and a lot of stuff, we win scholarships too.
Not only does the squad make robots, but also they build friendships.
At the start, we didn't really know each other very much. Through the process, I met a lot of friends.
The squad meets every Monday and Wednesday, and their first competition is in 2 weeks, where they hope their robot meets success. Their companionship was clearly shown when asked, if your robot was hanging off a cliff, and so was your team, who would you save?
I'd probably save my team, because I can always build another robot.
I'd probably save the team because you can just build another one.
I could probably save one other person as long as with the robot too.
Definitely the bot, for sure.
Bro!
That thing's getting me places! Unified Athletics is growing. The NSAA has just added track and field to its 2018 season.
Here's more on sports with JD Wessel.
Hello folks, JD Wessel with another edition of this week's Sports Corner. Let's get right into it.
I'm Colby Gomes, let's talk basketball.
Millard West boys basketball is number 1 in the state with a winning record of 9-3 after winning the holiday tournament for the first time in the championship game against Papillion La Vista, 71-56.
That's the best we've played, maybe in the 8 years that I've been here. That's the best we've played, at least for 3 games in a row.
The team had 4 wins, including
to start caring and actually putting their full effort in. And after that meeting, we've been playing well. So
I think so. They're definitely getting a pretty generous gift there.
We started off kind of slow. We played Omaha Northwest first, and we didn't win by as much as we should have, and that kind of raised a few eyebrows.
The team struggled at first, but throughout the whole tournament, they improved.
I think the guys started paying a little more attention to detail and put the team in front of themselves.
This is the first time Millard West has ever been ranked #1 since 1999.
Oh, it feels good because we know that we can beat the best teams in the state, and it just proves that we belong up there.
The team expects great results throughout the rest of the season.
It's going to be tough, but I mean, this just proved that we are one of the top teams in the state and that our goals are achievable. But we're going to have to continue to get better.
Although we don't have footage from Metros, we can assure you the Wildcats did what needed to be done. Now to JJ Wessel and Colby Gomes with the rest of Sports Corner.
The Metro tournament, and now we're going to kick it over to girls basketball, where they've had kind of a tough season so far. They lost in Metros early, but they just bounced back, winning this last game against Lincoln North Star 60-21. And we got an interview with Courtney Merriweather on her thoughts about coach putting in some freshmen to start this game. Let's take a look.
I think it might be good for the team because his main thing right now is seeing if we can get up on teams with the score wise, and with the starters we had there was just it was more defensive lineup, so we want to get up on the score. So I think it'll be good.
Thank you, Courtney, and we hope for a speedy recovery from you. And now to kick it on over to wrestling, the boys team traveled to the Creighton Prep Invitational and they placed first, scoring 169 points to win it. But in most recent news, they finished 5th at the Millard West Duel. And we kick it over to Cole Zebley now and see what he had to say about the season so far.
I just think that overall we just need to practice on a few more things. I mean, let's get a few more things down, we'll be right up there.
And last but not least, we have the dance team who just won regionals. Congrats to them on that. And we talked to Caroline Unger about what she thinks the team needs to do to stay prepared and ready for the state tournament.
We have 8 underclassmen and only 3 upperclassmen, so the dynamics of the team are a little bit different, but it's still good. Last year, Millard South beat us at state, so now we're working hard to come back this year.
And that's all we have for this week's Sports Corner. And trust me, folks, I will not be getting dunked on ever again by Colby Gomes. I will swat him, so you better watch out, Colby. That's all we have this week. Stay classy, Wildcats.
Remember, Wildcats, next week is going to be short because of Martin Luther King Day, the AWA testing, and senior photos.
And don't get caught in the ice storm this weekend. I'm Corey Hadfield.
And I'm Will Olsen.
With the Wildcat Report.